Before starting any kind of weight training routine, it's important to do some light cardiovascular work, something like a recumbent bike, elliptical machine, or walking on a treadmill. The goal is not to push the intensity too high, it's just to get warmed up and ready to go for your upcoming workout. Before a leg day or a lower body focused session or a full body workout, I recommend starting off with some back stretches with the cat cow. So arch that back, look up, round the back and look down. Keep those arms straight the whole time. And then go into some thoracic rotation. So reach through and pull across, up and out to get that mid and upper back loosened up. 2 sets of 10 to 12 each way is advisable for these. And then a lower body warm up that is always a good one to do is just some body weight squats, feet about hip width apart, sinking into those squats by pushing your hips back and bending at the knees, keeping those feet flat on the ground and taking your time with those reps. And then a glute bridge. So with these, you want to focus on pushing your hips high into the air, emphasize pushing with your heels and keeping your upper back planted into the ground. To further loosen up the upper body before hitting the weights, I like to do some cable external rotations and internal rotations. 1 to 2 sets of 12 to 15 reps is adequate here just to warm up that rotator cuff. And then from there, depending on the band setup you have available to you, I like to do some external raises, Y raises. Just keep those arms straight, raise overhead, raise to the side. This will get the back of your shoulder warmed up. 12 to 15 reps is good here as well. And then a simple hammer curl to press for 1 to 2 sets of 12 reps is good to complete the warm up before moving on with the rest of the session. Our first exercise of the day is the barbell bench press. So with this movement, I like to grab that barbell and a slightly wider grip, and I personally do a thumb's length width grip from the edge of the smooth part on the barbell, okay? And this is going to really emphasize the chest. Lower the bar down to about just below nipple line on the chest before extending straight back up. Pull those shoulder blades back and down into the bench and have a little bit of an arch in your low back when you're performing the movement. Our second exercise of the day is the dumbbell goblet squat. So with this movement, you want to keep your body as upright as possible. Hold that dumbbell close to your chest. Your stance is to be about shoulder width, okay? Point those feet slightly out. Really work that range of motion to get those legs working. Our third exercise is the lat pull down, overhand grip. Pull that barbell down towards your clavicle, okay? Chest up the whole time. Don't let that chest cave in. When you keep that chest up, it's really going to emphasize the back muscles getting worked, so the lats are going to get worked really well here when you perform them like so. 3 sets of 8 to 10 on this movement. Our next exercise is the standing dumbbell Arnold press, 3 sets of 8 to 10. Now, with the Arnold press, you want to start with the palms of your hand facing your chin, and then you're going to twist those dumbbells as you press overhead, okay? We're standing, so we're keeping our legs totally straight, totally locked. This is going to ensure that the delts are getting all the work. We don't want to cheat and do any, push pressing, legs totally locked. Again, that's so the shoulders get all of the work. Our fifth exercise is the standing calf raise. I'm using a Smith machine here today, standing on a riser. You can use a barbell, you can even use a leg press. You just want to think about coming up high on your toes, really squeezing those calves, get a nice controlled stretch on the way down before going right back up. Our final exercise sequence of the day is going to be hammer curls, tricep cable pushdowns with a straight bar, and a hanging knee or leg raises. So with the hammer curls, neutral grip on those dumbbells, elbows locked in close to your body, big squeeze at the top, and then slow and controlled on the way down. And then when we move into the cable pushdown, you want to pull that cable down so that your elbows are close to your sides, locked in. Don't let your elbows travel forward. Just use your elbows as a hinge, okay? You're pressing straight down. That's really going to isolate those triceps. From there, we're going to go into the hanging leg raise or knee raise. Today, I'm demonstrating the knee raise. And with this one, you want to drive those knees as high as you can, back against the pad. This gets a nice big stretch and contraction on the abs.